Замечен беспилотник противника. Прием.
Hey guys, my name is TheRussianBadger, and I'm riding on a quad, or an ATV, like, it's ATV Off-Road Fury 2 coming soon. Well, that came out several years ago. I played that game so much. I think I played that game more than any other remotely related thing to gaming ever. Like, more than I played chess, and I played chess for so long. But someone that's not particularly smart at making moves is this gentleman, this bush monster lurking up here. I think I'm going to take an end to that little bird's nest that you have up there. Come on down, bush monster. There you go. But don't worry. Although he is clearly the MVP, because his clan tag tells me that he's the MVP, he did provide me with the great service of an M95 sniper rifle. And I was going to take down this tank, but it's like, tank is already gone. What are you doing, bro? And then, pow, right in the kisser. I was just waiting for that one. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. But the thing is, Dinosaurs Rex, the gentleman that I just killed, are going to go back and forth in a battle of epic proportions right after I kill this guy. But I think we all know, the same MVP guy, he came back for seconds and I gave him seconds. Second helpings of... I was going to have some kind of catchy tagline like, I gave him second helpings of death. Oh yeah. Not really appropriate at all. I don't think so, at least. But Dinosaurs Rex and I are going to go back and forth, and then eventually I'm going to absolutely just pummel him into submission in so many different ways. But he does take a certain something from me, and it's not what you think it is. But I eventually do get that back, and that will all unfold in the coming events in this video. Now, what I like to do is I like to be a lurking catfish, coming all the way around the back of their spawn, and steal their tank. And I love stealing tanks because it's like, okay, if you're Russian, and you just got killed by a Russian tank with an American inside, that is insulting. That's like some Russian driving around with a Ford and getting a roadkill with a Ford. That's just moderately humorous in my personal opinion. And I was going to blow up this little mounted MG so that nobody hits, or mounted AT so that nobody hits me in the hind parts and absolutely destroys me in that sweet spot. You know, in the back of the tank where it's like a one-shot kill, and that's very frightening in my personal opinion. And I should have been using Warhead. I think I was using alternative fire or alternate fire, and I didn't even remember because I'm always using Warhead. I think I was on some kind of like map last round that had a Bradley on it. And look at this. Give me your sandwich. He took my sandwich. Dinosaurs Rex just took my sandwich, and he's a low level with a 12-time scope and a spotter scope. How embarrassing is that? He also takes my big Bertha tank, but fear not, I will get revenge on that dirty catfish in just a few minutes. Now, there, yeah, I can see it right there. My Spec 3 is the alternative fire. I always run Warhead, and I'm always used to like, oh, I get revenge on Dinosaurs Rex, don't you worry. But I get worse revenge later on. They blow up my big Bertha tank here. And, you know what, I always run Warhead. I'm always used to like, and okay, there Usain Bolt jumping over a hurdle in midair, slash frozen slash. I don't know what he's doing. But this tank provides some very, very handy cover. I thought I was going to kill this guy because I got quite a few hit markers. Get one more hit marker with the hip fire. Try to Wesley snipe, and that's going to fail miserably. So I'm going to come all the way back around and finally get you. Finally. Oh. And yes, I am using the UMP-45 Spectact because it's spectacular. Am I right? That doesn't really make sense. It should have been spectacular, but it doesn't have a second T in spectacular, okay? And just because I paid the $5, I'm not trying to say that I'm rich. It's like, oh, you think you're so cool because you can put like your poly pocket camo all over your guns that have the same stats as the other ones in the game? You think you're rich because you can spend $5 that I can't? Well, to that I would probably just reply. I could reply, Ich wär so gerne Millionär, das war mein Konto niemals leer. Ich wär so gerne Millionär, Millionen schwer. But I clearly would not, because apparently a lot of you guys don't like it when I sing in Russian, and thank God I never sing in Russian. Because apparently some of you told me that your ears bleed when I sing in Russian. I said, thank God I do not even speak Russian. That is just wonderful. And I want to do that little catfish tactic, just like I did on Fubai. I don't think you guys remember that video, but you totally block off the entire area next to the objective inside the A garage, and I decided to just rush B. I literally just took my big Bertha tank straight for B, blew it open, and then I'm going to plant. And yet again here, like, here's a situation where even if I hit it off the wall, I would have killed him with Warhead, but I was just so inept at this point in time that I totally forgot that I was running alternative fire. And this guy's going to try to C4 us, and he had that clan tag of AFK, so if you ever knifed him, he's like, dude, I'm totally AFK, dog. Yeah, dog, brah, I'm totally AFK, that's not a significant kill. But clearly he was running around, he was not AFK, and I don't even need to aim down sight for you, catfish. It's like I already took out the majority of your health with my RPG. That guy literally could have, and I believe that was Roarsaurus Rex as well. I probably could have skinned his knee. Like, if he tripped and he skinned his knee, he probably would have died, because that RPG took down so much of his health. His little sister could have pinched him and totally killed him. I mean, that's how little health I thought that he had at the time, because I could hipfire in the UMP. Not that the hipfire in the UMP isn't absolutely deadly. It's like as deadly as Chuck Norris with a flaming sword and give me your sandwich! And that's the other reason why I bought the Spectac kit, so that I don't have some kind of red hat, because everybody just laughs at me. It's like, you have a red hat, it's gonna be so easy for me to shoot you in your stupid face because it's red, silhouetted against sand. That's so easy. So with a Spectac kit, I got a green suit, so I can look like a leprechaun with a green hat on. So we get B here. I'm gonna get once again the guy with his stupid face and the stupid hat and his Russian bush monster friend. What I gotta do right here is, that was so intense for me. Well, sort of intense. Moderately intense to a moderate degree, if you want to ask me there, and get incognito. I'm so MLG pro because I crouch walk. I literally had to wipe my hands off right here, so that's the whole explanation of why I'm just gonna, it's like, why are you sitting in a train car with an RPG just sitting there? Why are you doing that? And clearly because I had to wipe my hands off because I was so intense. My hands just said, I'm gonna perspire so much that this controller is gonna slip out of your hand, you're gonna die. But, are you ready for it? We've got this little Roarsaurus Rex up here, and I'm going to show him what I'm all about with my Velociraptor. Give me your sandwich! Give me my sandwich back! And my French fried potatoes! That is the ultimate revenge, isn't it? But, then again, I'm getting bronze dog tags for gold dog tags that he took from me, which is just, that's not satisfactory, is it? But I'm going to take this little hack route all the way around here that always has sharks infested in it. If I could have sharks in Battlefield 3 in the water, that would be so great. It'd be like, well, I don't want to sing, and I'm not going to sing, but I could say, und der Haifisch, der hat Tränen, und die laufen vom Gesicht, doch der Haifisch lebt im Wasser, so die Tränen sieht man nicht. And what that means, essentially, is that sharks cry too much. Well, not exactly. I mean, if you really are German and you translate that, that's not what it means, but them sharks, they cry too much. Stop being such a crybaby, you shark. And B is going to give us a lot of trouble here. And by trouble, I'm not going to describe it to you fully because you would be very disappointed, but I decided just to be a spawn point and lurk all the way over here and kill anybody in the back of the spawn as they tried to move forward. You know, a lot of you say, dude, you're such a noob. Why are you such a nubcake sitting in the back of the spawn killing them? And you're so MLG pro because you try to crouch walk around corners. I kill Skittles. Well, you can certainly kill Skittles, but you're not going to kill me. And I basically lurked here trying to kill them in the back of their spawn for the longest time. And a lot of you frown upon that, like, it's so easy to do that. No, it's not. It's not in Rush. It's not like Conquest where you're all having a powwow around one little spot where they all spawn and you can just take turns getting dog tags. It's not like that. They come from different areas and they disperse really quickly. So spawn, it's not even spawn camping. It's being around the spawn of Rush is totally different from being around the spawn in Conquest, period. At least in my opinion. You can disagree with me. You can disagree with me if you really, really want, but in my personal opinion, big difference. And this guy defusing, but he was doing this little, he was MLG Pro crouch walking around. He was also crouched, so I just couldn't get him. I couldn't get him. And that's going to come back to haunt me. If you don't know what I'm saying by now, if you don't know the foreshadowing that I'm trying to convey to you, I can't help you with that. Now, yet again, I don't know why my teammates actually, this is what Jay Kaiser talks about. He talks about trickling in. Like, we're not all having this onslaught where we all get up together and, where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? Please tell me where you're going. Automatic teller machine, that's what your clan tag says. Maybe you are an automatic teller machine that gives me $20 bills when I only want $5 bills. Because traveling around with $20 bills is extremely inconvenient. Especially when there's a vending machine with some tasty, tasty Mountain Dew that I rarely ever drink. What am I going to do with a $20 bill? Clearly, I don't like your clan tag. Now, like I said, it's a trickle-in technique. It's like, okay, let's go one by one to go get shot in the face, everybody. Let's go. I get that guy with a hip fire yet again. TNA, I know what that means, but I'm not going to say it out loud because that's vulgar. I think it's just inappropriate, especially for Battlefield. Now, with the trigger technique, it's like, let's go one by one to get shot in the face instead of all onslaughting, like, oh, let's go, like all at once. All at once. If you do that, you're going to overwhelm the enemy eventually, because obviously it's just 12 versus 12. 12 malevolent little teenagers running against 12 other little malevolent teenagers. Well, I mean, clearly they're not all teenagers, but look at that guy. I'm gonna go all incognito, and I'm gonna crouch walk through this little green crate here. No, because I'm so awesome. But yet again, it's just difficult. This one is just difficult because I didn't want to take A first. They rushed to A, and they always rush to A. I think we should have gotten B first, but there's way too many dudes right there. So I'm going to come all the way back around, throw a grenade way so high in the air it's not even going to hit anybody. I'm going to get one guy with the marshmallows, second guy enjoying your marshmallows. But yet again, we're still not making any progress on the objective, and I think we may be able to plan it. But look at the area right now. There's literally 4 guys. Like a third of our team is in the enemy presence or the enemy area of their spawn. That's really not enough. And this guy's going to get me because he's an MLG Pro squatter. Look, he does the squatting technique. That's all. I see that all over game battles, and I should have adapted to it. He's also using body armor, but it's so much better because you see so much of that squatting in game battles. Like they'll do that, they squat down and they might halo jump, and the best thing to do is you shoot right at their waist and they just bow down to a headshot. And I find it absolutely humorous. Now, I'm going to come all the way around here. My big Bertha tank. I'm going to get that guy in the crate. I don't know how I got that without Warhead, because it seems like I'm shooting little stones whenever I don't have Warhead on my main cannon. But this guy's going to C4 me. I heard him. I heard him creeping up, and then I heard the C4 come on, so I decided to jump out. And I thought we could have gotten it here, but still, it's literally only 3 guys out of my squad against an entire team right here. So, although we do get it set, I hear the guy with C4. And although I do get one guy here, I get Dinosaurs Rex yet again. I can't escape that guy's C4, which is very disappointing. Incognito finally got me. So, really right here, it is make or break time. I mean, to say the least. I have to get this guy, I have to get most of my team forward, and I shoot tons of smoke grenades. It's really not helping because my teammates are still, they're just running straight forward to get shot in the face. And we just don't quite have the presence in the enemy area to really get this objective. Now, my plan was I'm going to get this recon, I'm going to shoot this, well, I got double team there, but I was going to shoot that medic and then pick up his kit and then revive other people. But the thing is, I got revived, and as soon as I go forward, see my squad mate's going to revive me, I'm going to go all the way forward to grab his kit, and 2 people get shot in the face. And it's really inconvenient. Very inconvenient. Just instantly. As soon as we set the charge. Such a heartbreak, but you know what? I don't mind uploading a loss. I'd rather upload a loss against a challenging opponent than, oh my god, dude, we totally just palmed these nubs. We beat them in 7 minutes on Arica Harbor. I don't want to do that. I don't think you want to see that. But if you guys really want to see how to attack Arica Harbor, I'll leave a link in the description. Colin's doing a whole series on that, so if you really want to see it, I'll put a link in the description so you guys can see how you really want to attack. And I will see you guys next time. Auf Wiedersehen und bis bald.